Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, please excuse my messy bed, but today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial slash story time about my worst roommate experience. And I just want to say, full disclaimer, this is not even going to be about how bad my roommates were. It's going to be more about the lessons I learned while being with these people, about how I need to live with other people. And yeah, so the eyeshadow palette we are going to be using for today's look is the Mikayla X Glamlite palette. It is the first one. I do have part 2 of the Mikayla X Glamlite palette, and I will be doing a makeup look with that in a different video, but today's video we are focusing on this one. I remember when the palette first came out, I really wanted it, and I forgot about the release date, and then when I went to go check TikTok to go to the link, bitch sold out. I was disappointed, to say the least. So I've already done my base and I've done my brows. So first things first, I'm going to prep my lids with concealer, and the concealer I use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer in the lightest shade that they have available. Also, if you see me looking off to the side, it is because I have a makeup mirror to the side, and I'm not no MUA artist, so don't expect no good shit out of me, okay? And then I'm just gonna take a brush and blend out the concealer. Sometimes I don't be putting enough concealer. Sometimes I need to be putting more, but c'est la vie. I think today I might put more concealer, but yeah, if you guys want a tutorial or a how I do my base and brows, let me know. I'll probably still do it. I just want to know what feedback would be like, because that's one of the things that I am as a person. I always need feedback. So in college, I lived with a total of, oh gosh, 10 people over the course of my 4 years. Freshman year, I had 3 roommates. Sophomore year, I had 3 roommates. Junior year, I had 4 roommates. Senior year, I had 4 roommates as well. So if you do the math, that is, I had 20 roommates. No. This is going to kill me to try to do it. I had 14 roommates over the course of my 4 years of undergrad. And let's just say freshman and sophomore year were horrible. I literally got brand new roommates, or a brand new roommate, freshman year within the first month and a half of school because of a situation that happened. So throughout my roommate experiences, I learned a lot as a person, and I just learned a lot about people during that experience. So this is the palette. These are the colors. The color that sold me the most on this palette was this blue right here. And it's unfortunate that I will not be doing a look with that blue. So sue me. We're going to do a look with the purples because this is the purple palette. So why not do a look with the purples? And I'm not even going to really be doing a tutorial. As I'm doing my eyeshadow, I will kind of be just explaining the lessons I've learned with having roommates, and hopefully through my experiences you will learn to not be a shitty person, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, while some of my roommates were assholes, I was an asshole as well. So I just want to acknowledge that I was not the best person either. So anything that I say about these people needs to be taken with a grain of salt, because it's coming from my perspective. And if you were to ask them, they'd probably be like, that bitch was fucking psychotic. So I'm gonna start off with the shade MJ, this light purple shade here, and just do that all over my lid. If you know me, you already know what we're going for. You already know what the look is. Oh, Bitch. Whoa. So, yeah, freshman year, there was an incident. I'm not going to talk about it because people were hurt. And during that time, I had to be put into a psychiatric hospital. I was there for a week and a half. Or not even a psychiatric hospital. I was placed on a psychiatric watch for a week and a half because the situation I got in so bad that I was thinking of literally offing myself. And not because of what had happened, but just because I was so over it. Like, I had 3 exams that week. I was missing my family. You know, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. And then I'm just going to take a blending brush and just, you know, diffuse out the, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. We're just going to talk about the roommates. So that was the first 2. I lived in a triple freshman year. Well, for a month of freshman year, I lived in a triple. It was not fun. There was no room. And the thing that I learned from these roommates, you need to be respectful of people's space. If I give you a space, if I say, hey, like, this is how we're going to divide up the room so that everyone gets the same amount of space, and you double the space you get, making me and the other person having to share a quarter of the space, yeah, you need to be talked to. So be mindful of people's space, bro. Like, they would get mad that I would leave stuff in my space, but shorty, your clothes were all over the fucking closet. Like, No. So that is what I learned from those 2. Just respect other people's spaces. And then if you have an alarm, be mindful of that shit. I don't want to be hearing your alarm ring for 20 minutes telling you, hey, bitch, get the fuck out of bed, go to class, or get ready to go to class. And you just sitting there letting that shit beep beep. Okay, I'm going into the shade pot 2. And that is going to be like my center transition shade. I don't even know. But like, girl, it was like, they would be mad at me for being inconsiderate of the space. Meanwhile, shorty's whole clothes was all over the closet. But I digress. Like I said, I acknowledge I was a shit person, but that does not excuse the fact that these people did not recognize their faults as well. And so that was that. My 3rd roommate freshman year was identified as they, them. I didn't have any problems with them, honestly. I didn't. Like, to this day, if I were to see them on the street, I'd probably say hi. The first 2, I don't know, because they wanted to be fake and phony after the fact, asking, oh, how'd treatment go? Fuck you, bitch. You're the reason why I went to treatment. The fuck? Or like, you were the catalyst that got me to go to fucking treatment. So, or that sent me home for a week. And I don't even know why I keep saying treatment, because I didn't go to treatment. I literally was placed on watch. I was locked. So, yeah, So 3rd roommate freshman year was all right. Moving on to sophomore year. I thought my sophomore year roommates were going to be like my BFFs, my ace boon coons, like the people I would have in my wedding party for college. Like, these would be my college representatives. Nope. No. I just want to say that situation, I take full responsibility, because I am the reason why that shit went to shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I take full responsibility. I can't even say that, oh, I was going through it, because yes, while I was going through it, I should have handled myself better. That is what I learned from my sophomore year roommates. And what's crazy is they didn't know that I was thinking about moving out. Like, I am the type of person that at some point I'm not going to continue to sacrifice my mental health and my well-being for the happiness of others. That's what I've learned. That's what I learned from them. And so I was planning on moving out after winter break. Like, I had this plan. Like, I had a friend that was like, oh, my roommate is studying abroad in next semester. Like, I need someone to be in the room. Like, I'm gonna have an open room. And I was like, shit, with how things are going with my roommates, let me just move out. So I thought about it. But then I couldn't find anyone to sublease to. And I was just like, well, fuck. I was like, well, fuck me in the asshole, because if I would have moved out, I think we would have still been friends, because I literally avoided going into any of the common areas while they were there. Like, I apologized to them for keeping them up at night from the noises I would make at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but I literally would avoid going out of my room so that there wouldn't be this awkward tension. And like, I knew they didn't like me and they had every reason to not like me, but come on, guys, let's be cordial. Like, we have to stay in this space for months. I'm honestly surprised that they did not threaten to kick me out. So shout out to them for not doing that. I dipped into the shade Frisky and did my outer portion, and now I'm just going back into the shade MJ to kind of match where everything is at, because right now everything is above except for MJ. And yeah, so from them I learned, leave people alone. Like, if you're gonna be drunk and be an asshole, leave people alone. Like, go be an asshole with yourself. Like that was my fault. Like, I was such an asshole to them, and they did not deserve it. Like, they did not deserve anything that I gave to them that night. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Because, like I said, it's going to open a lot of wounds. And I don't want to be, I don't want to open up the wounds that I closed on that situation. So we're just going to move on. Junior year was the first time I lived with more than 3 people that weren't my family. Like, woo! So I shared a room. That was the first time I shared a room outside of freshman year. And did I even do this? Let's just say, going back to my first point, respect people's space. So me and the person who shared a room, we shared a bathroom upstairs. Everyone who had rooms downstairs shared a room or shared a bathroom. Tell me why these motherfuckers used our bathroom while me and my roommate were home for winter break. I was like, when I tell you the toilet was trifling, like, my friend who lived there, who was also my roommate, she sent me and my other roommate like pictures, and she was updating us like, girl, like, they used your bathroom. And I just so had happened, I came home earlier than the person I shared the room with. Like, so she was updating us like, hey, they're using your bathroom. So like I said, I came back to Madison earlier than the girl I shared the room with. And I was like, let me do some investigating, because bitch, I know we left some shit behind. If bitches are using your bathroom, they're using your products. I have a younger sister. I know these things. So as I'm going through, I'm like, okay, let me check my stuff. I check my stuff. My stuff is fine. The person who I share a room with, her stuff got used. And I was like, so we just not gonna respect people's stuff no more? Like, oh my, like, if you're gonna use the bathroom, fine, but clean the space that you are using. Don't expect me to come back and have to clean a rusty toilet, because best believe the toilet was cleaned, not by me though, but it was rude. But that's also another thing. I was talking shit. And sometimes when you talk shit, you get retaliated on. So that's another thing I learned. If you're going to talk shit, be ready for that retaliation. There are so many shimmers that I can use for this purple look. We're probably just going to go with New Beige and top it off with Manifest, okay? Like, ooh. But yeah, junior year, Junior year was when I learned I don't like people. And this was like right before that. This was like during the pandemic too. So like me and my roommate weren't in our rooms because we went home for spring break and never came back. That's what happened. We went home for spring break and never came back. I ended up coming back to grab some clothes because I had no clothes left at home. And yeah, junior year roommates, a trippy trip. So now on to senior year. At this point, senior year, I had taken everything that I had learned from my first 3 years of roommates experiences and made sure I tried my best not to piss anybody off. I literally kept to myself. I felt like my roommates senior year probably thought I was antisocial as fuck. And they wouldn't be wrong. I am high-key antisocial, but not for the reason they probably think. It's because I'm so scared to fuck up with any other roommates at this point that I literally just kept to myself. Me and the cat were friends. And it's crazy because they were the nicest roommates I probably had the whole time. Like, I probably got along with them the most. Which, it's no shade to the other people. It's just, shit happened and we just didn't get along. And I got along with this group of people. And I think it's because we were all fed the fuck up with the pandemic and people that we kind of were just like, look, in this world, we only got ourselves. So we need to be smart. And I guess we decided that our definition of being smart was going to be just having a mutual respect for each other and understanding. So yeah. Now we're gonna tap this off with the shade Manifest. And I'm going in with my finger for this one because, bitch, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, bitch. Yes. Mikayla, bitch. I ain't even gotta tell you. You know what you did. Like, you guys can't even see it. I'm so mad. I'm such a... Like, when I tell you I'm a struggling influencer, this is what I mean. Okay, let me see if I can get it for you guys. Look at that bitch. Look at it. Like, just so gorgeous. Like, I look like a purple Martian, but that's exactly what I wanted. So, palette is all done. Thank you for your service. We are just going to finish off the face. I'm going to put on some lashes because I told y'all last time, even though I don't be going nowhere, we still need to complete the realness of the look. First, I'm going to prime my lashes with the Essence Lash Booster. And at this point, I can just keep talking about my roommates. I'm not even gonna cap to you. Most of them were white. And before y'all start in the comments, because I know some people are gonna start in the comments like, that's what you get for living with white people. Honestly, I had a black roommate, I had an Asian roommate, I had a Hispanic roommate, I had an Indian roommate. What I think is, I just don't like people. Like, I just don't get along with people. And that's okay. And I think that's the biggest takeaway I needed to learn, was that you aren't going to get along with everyone. That's just life. Like, younger me would have been so upset because throughout childhood, throughout life, younger me was like the butt of the jokes, the target of the bullying. So all you want to do is just make sure you avoid having that happen. And the fact that I could not make peace with my roommates for a calendar year, not even. It says a lot about me, but it also says a lot about other people. Like, America needs Jesus is what I've learned through my worst roommate experiences. And it's crazy because all the shit that they accused me of doing, they were doing themselves. Like, they thought I was invading their space, and they were also invading my space as well. And this is not supposed to be no pity party video of like, oh, like, they were bad, but like, I was bad, but they were bad too. Nah, this is mainly a video to explain to me and like hopefully give someone else advice out there. Like, look, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have some issues, but at the end of the day, you only need to be around this person for who knows how long, a year, maybe at most. Which is why you need to be careful who you sign a lease with, because you just don't know. You just don't be knowing. And it's crazy that I literally did my base first off camera so that this video wouldn't be long. And here we are already at 22 minutes. If I could give my younger self advice, like if I could give myself advice for college, my advice would be, bitch, just mind your business. Just mind your business, honestly. Because half the shit my roommates were doing did not pertain to me. It was not paying none of my bills. It was not doing anything for me. So the fact that I was so worried and caught up in their bullshit when I didn't need to be, Lord, I could have just been at peace. I could have just been depressed in my room, which I ended up doing. So sophomore year, the year I don't want to talk about, this is another thing that my roommates don't know, is that I was on the verge of suicide multiple points in that time. In that time frame, I was very suicidal. Not just because of what was going on with my roommates, but just a lot of things in general. Like, I was dealing with a lot emotionally. I was still dealing with the adjustment of, okay, I'm on medication now. I've been on medication for almost a year now. Like, I just, I was just going through so much. And it did not help that that whole situation with my roommates happened after feeling like, okay, like, you just came from one shitty roommate thing and now you're in another one. Like, come on, sis. Do better. But yeah, so I was really, 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 really depressed while I was in that apartment. It did not help that my room didn't have a window. Like, not a singular source of natural light to be found. And yeah, so it wasn't the best thing for me to go through that. But if it wasn't for that experience, I don't think I would have learned the lessons I was supposed to learn, if that makes sense. Because I literally was a shit ass roommate. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I would look back at it before, I'd be like, nah, them bitches was doing too much. Like, I was a good roommate. I didn't do anything to piss them off. No, girl, you did some fucked up shit. Like, you did some fucked up shit. And part of growth is recognizing that even though part of growth is recognizing even though you didn't think it was fucked up before, as long as you recognize it's fucked up now and you don't do it again, which I haven't, or I don't think I have. I don't think I've been that bad of a roommate since then, but also I don't know what my other roommates think. They probably think that I'm psychotic and need help, and they wouldn't be wrong at all. And you know, if my roommates or ex-roommates come across this video, whether they see it on their own or someone shares it to them, I just want to say I'm very sorry. I know I should not be doing my makeup while I say that, but I am sorry for how I acted, how I behaved, and none of y'all deserved any of the treatment that I gave you or showed you, because it was childish, it was stupid, it was petty, and even though I was going through some dark things, that does not excuse my behavior. It does not excuse the way I treated you guys. And so I just ask for forgiveness, whether you give it to me or not. And that's my little spiel. It's my little spiel. I don't have much to say because I promise you I've apologized and cried about this stuff multiple times. Those days I was depressed in my room, baby, I was up crying like a motherfucker. I was crying and apologizing. So now we're just going to set the face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I think my biggest takeaway from the entire, all my roommates, is that I cannot live with people. For some reason, I just can't do it. I cannot. And that's okay. So because we did a purple-ish look, I'm trying to find like a purplish lipstick, and I don't have any. So this one, this Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick in the shade Devil's Advocate will be our lip shade. Like I said, I don't have any purple, and I don't even really wear lipstick, so honestly, cheerleading has made me afraid to wear lipstick, because baby, the horror stories I could tell you about lipstick being in people's hair, on people's ass cheeks. But back to the roommates. I hope they're all doing well, honestly. Like, they were all amazing people. Like, the things that they were majoring in, I was like, go crazy. Like, I know most of them graduated, so I'm happy for all of them. Like, no hard feelings towards them. Like, we were young, I was stupid, and now all we can hope to do is grow from here as people. And you know, I just hope to be a better person in the future, and I hope, you know, that they're doing well. Like I said, I don't really have much to say. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your worst roommate experience. Honestly, I don't think there's such thing as a worst roommate experience. I just think you lived with someone who you weren't compatible with. And I had people that if I didn't live with them, we could probably be really good friends. But we ended up living together, and now we don't even talk. So yeah. If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button down below as well. If you are excited for the makeup look that I'm going to create with, or the eye look, excited to see the look that I create with the Mikayla X Glamlite Part 2 palette, let me know in the comments down below, and subscribe so that you do get notified when I do upload and post that video. I try my best to make videos whenever I can. Let's just say your girl has been going through it, and filming this video was honestly so much fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Yeah, anyways, love you peeps. Bye.
Made me feel glad I was always just enough. Had me thinking I had a man that